Okay, so here's a video for the RGB LED light install that I did. Pretty much in the front helm area here underneath the storage is where the control unit is. I'll show you guys that in a second here. Off that control unit, there's one wire that goes to the front of the boat. There's one that goes to the back. The kit, I'll have to take a look. I know I had to buy separate Y splitters for it. It's all plug and play. You can pretty much go off of one line and just keep connecting it back to back to back. In the front of the boat, there's 4 LEDs at this time, and I believe there's 6 LEDs in the back of the boat. And let's go in here. You'll have to excuse me. I'm a big guy, so I might be grunting in this video. Okay, so this is my amp board for my system with the 3 amps in here. And what I did here is off one of my amps, as you can see here. This is, I believe this came with the kit. I'll double check too. This is like a double fuse, powered fuse wire extender. I popped out one of the fuses on the amp, put this in, pop that amp for the fuse, or the fuse for the amp back in. It also has its own separate fuse for the LED system. That I kind of just wired, tucked behind the board, and came out up here. That's the control box right up there. For this negative, just ran that right into the negative terminal here on the speaker. That's this black wire right there. And again, control box is up here. I do have one extra plug-in, as you can see right here, and I'd still need to run one more wire all the way to the back so I can run my last 2 lights behind the seats in the swim deck. And as you can see, the other one is just one plug going straight forward, and the other one is one plug going straight back. So this one's running the 4 in the front, this plug is running the 6 in the back. So that wire feeds up here along the side of the front storage, tucked up underneath here in the back side. So it's up underneath here, tucked underneath here. And then what I did is there's a Y connection in here, back here, tucked in and zip tied, and it comes all the way back up behind this speaker here. And this is the first one. This is one I did have to drill a hole because I did not want to see like the wire coming out right through here or anywhere. I didn't want to see it anywhere in here. And I stuck that one. I think these are 3-inch, maybe 4-inch LEDs. I stuck that one up underneath there. Works quite well. And then off the Y, right in the front, right up under here, I drilled a hole through here to get to this side so I could light up that front area under the removable front seat there, and stuck the other one on here. Now this is all 3M adhesive, and this stuff is not, I haven't seen it dip down, peel off or anything yet. I boat in salt water. We have a lot of kids that jump in and out of the boat. A lot of temperature changing from mornings from when it's 40 in the wintertime to 80, and I've had no problems with it. So that main wire, again, coming from the front storage, coming back up into here. There's a Y connection for these 2. And then off of that front one, I have another Y connection because I needed to run another wire around the front of the boat. So I came around the front of the boat, up under the anchor locker, tied it through there, and did the same thing. Put another LED light right there in the front, and the same thing matching on this side with another one up underneath here. So that's the front 4. Simple, really easy to do. And then again, coming off the main control unit that's in here, we have a wire feeding to the back to the first one. I pulled it all along where the throttle cables are, all down the side right here. And what I did, this is the 2-foot one that comes in the kit. I took apart that light that is up under there, courtesy light I guess, and that light has a little groove in it. There is a little space now with running that wire, if you can see, but there was nothing that needed to be drilled with this. And 3M tape looks really good even on the curb. That's that 2-footer. That's tucked under there about 3 inches. pretty much centered coming out of where that light is. And that really lights up this area of the boat right here, that 2-foot LED. Off of that one, still we're tucked behind that light, there's a Y connection on that. And what I did with that, I ran that over here under the lip of the cooler storage here. And since I already had a hole for my subwoofer, I just brought the wires straight through from the back side of the cover here. And again, that's another 2-footer. When the seat's down, you can't see it, so it's nice and clean. Everything's tucked up under here on the back side, so you don't see anything. Coming off of that, I believe, yep, there is another one. So we have another Y connection here. And as you can see, straight up right there is another 3 or 4 inch LED. That one I did not drill, I came right out of the speaker. So the factory hole for the speaker, you can come right out of that. And then this seat cushion is really tight, so you can tuck those wires up. And I boat in the Gulf all the time. I hit 2, 3, 4 foot waves, bouncer all around, and it has not came off, nor has the 3M adhesive. So that's one up under there on the captain's side, one under the rear seat storage, and one in the back corner. And then that same wire again, just used another Y connection off of that. I came down the front of the engine bay to get to the other side of the boat, tucked over here. Everything that I've done has wire loom and it's all wrapped up under here, really nice. And I did the same thing on this seat. So this seat here, I did have to drill a hole on this one. And what I did is when you lift up the engine cover, I drilled a hole through there. Looks like my 5200 sunk in. I'm gonna have to refill that again. But you don't see any of that stuff once you have everything closed up. You get the engine bay closed up, nothing pinches. Really nice clean install. Again, 3M tape alone, has not came off yet. And the same concept with that. Out of the engine bay where the connection is, there's a Y splitter on here. Came up to the rear speaker of the boat and put another one up underneath the cushion. And then also ran that to the passenger side for the other 2-footer. That's there. Even with the bend, again, I want to stress that 3M has been working great. No extra spray or accelerators or anything like that put on here. Pretty simple. And that's pretty much it. Everything comes with a simple to operate remote. It's an Op7 kit. Everything's a push of the button. Everything is off when the batteries are off because it's wired into my amps, and my amps are wired into the ignition system. So that's pretty much it, guys. It's a nice little kit. Again, running from that little hole there, one single wire to 2 up over here on the driver's side. Same wire extending all the way around the bow to the other 2. And then that was the end of that run. And then again, one wire coming around to the back to get the 6 that are in the boat here, 3 down that side, and then the 3 that are down this side. With that extra plug that I have, I'm going to run it right down the side of the boat, right to the back of the storage. And what I want to do is kind of light up the back seat storage area. That's pretty much it.